Welcome to Great Gadgets and Gear. Today's topic is boots. I had a little bit of nostalgia for 80s hiking boots. The traditional tan and red like you see on the right there. So I just suddenly decided I have to have a pair. So I decided to go on the hunt for these boots after all these years, which is pretty funny. The cost of boots nowadays just amazes me how much money you can spend. I'm talking hundreds of dollars on one pair of boots. And I'm sure they're all fantastic boots. But I wanted to be able to have some money left over and to have some fun once I got the boots. So I started looking around. These are the first two boots that I came across. On the left there is the Merrill Mobe Mid Waterproof Hiking Boot. And on the right are the Columbia Newton Ridge Plus 2 Suede Waterproof Hiking Boots. Actually, both of these boots are waterproof. So first, we're going to talk about the Merrills. So let's bring the Merrills over here. Okay, these boots, I own another pair of these that I've had for years, and I'll let you take a look at those in a second. These boots, they're 75 bucks. They were 75 bucks when I bought them. They're 75 bucks now. These are the color Earth. And my camera's just not doing them justice. I don't know why the color's coming out so funky looking. But they are a true earth, light tan and brownish color. Very cool looking color. These have the Vibram soles. Okay, good traction. They have a tag that says waterproof. That's a little bit different in the newer version here. I believe the waterproof in these is a Gore-Tex membrane. I couldn't find much information on them this time around. These things are ultra comfortable though, right out of the box. You can put these things on and go for a 3-mile hike and not have blisters or any problems whatsoever. That's why I bought them again. I just like the different color. They're mesh, so it's cool. They're breathable. These are great for hiking when it's in the 80s and 90s, and that's pretty much what I bought these for, was the really warm weather. Because right now I'm using the other pair, the older pair, for boots at work for winter, and because of their small size, they're not really bulky and heavy, but they're not quite as warm as a, winter boot. These things are just, for the price though, for the comfort, for the longevity of the wear, they're totally worth the 75 bucks. You're not just buying the Merrill name, you're actually buying a quality boot. And I'll show you my old pair here, which I'm still wearing. Down on those. These are older versions, so there's not a color name for these. There was a metal tag where that hole is that finally fell off, but you can see they're pretty much same sole, same design, pretty much same everything. Now on the older version though, the little metal tag says Gore-Tex, where those other ones just say waterproof. They are waterproof. They just held up incredibly well. I don't even know how many years I've had these. 4, maybe 5. They're showing a little bit of wear there, right where you bend, but still held up pretty good for the abuse I use them for though, because I just use and abuse these things in the summertime. Okay. The next boot is the Columbia boot. These are the Columbia Newton Ridge 2. Like I said, they're in suede, waterproof. I got an incredible steal of a deal on these boots. I could not pass them up. I got them for $50 a week after Thanksgiving. They're $80 now. So it was a fantastic deal. These are the Elk Mountain Red. They also come in black. As far as the waterproofing, they don't really give you any information as to how they are, other than it's coated leather. So I'm just assuming these things are sprayed with some kind of waterproofing deal, and that's the extent of the waterproofing. I could be wrong. If anybody knows, please let me know in the comments section. That'd be great. I could not find that information in my research. They do have their own proprietary soles. These are the Omni Grip soles. They are nice and grippy. The interesting thing with these is the size. Those are Merrill's. They're size 8. These are both in men's because I can't find women's that are wide enough. And then in the Columbia, they're a 7.5, which is interesting because I own other Columbia boots, including their winter boots, and they're a size 8. So for me, these run a half a size big. And they're an interesting boot when you put them on. They kind of have a hollow feeling. I mean, that's like the only way I know how to describe it. Because they're not overly insulated or overly padded. They're extremely light boots. Both boots are extremely light. It's just a weird feeling. But when I first put them on, it was just a weird feeling. But after I wore them for a while, they got more comfortable as you wear them. Versus the Merrill, which are comfortable right out of the box. But for $50 and a Columbia name, and Columbia's got some really good products and stuff, I'm like, I'm keeping them. These are really close to the color and the style of the old 80s versions so far. Excuse me. In the price range I've been looking in, because I'm trying to stay, like I said, in a more inexpensive price range. Not everybody can afford $3, $4, $5, $6, $1,000 boots. So I did purchase another set of boots, and I have another set here at the house. I'm going to do another review in the future on those boots so we can have a well-rounded view of some of these boots. The key to these things, like anything, people say, a lot of times if you buy off season, you get them really cheap. You can actually buy them during the season. It's just that certain times of the year prices are better. Obviously, around Thanksgiving, Christmas, after Christmas is a really good time to buy stuff. So far, it's $50 for these, $75 for those. Pretty good budget-wise. Comfort-wise, like I said, so far they're both fantastically comfortable. The Columbias just take a little bit of time to break in. Durability, that's going to be down the road to see how they hold up. The soles, I just love the soles though. This kitchen floor here that I'm shooting on is slicker than snot. And I'm sorry, but it's the politest way I can put it. It is just a nasty floor. You get a little tiny drop of water on here and you'll break your kneecaps. And part of my test with these boots was first to wear them in just on the kitchen floor by themselves, and they did great. Then I did it right after I mopped the floor, and I did not kill myself, so I'm sold. I'm just sold. I have really sticky-soled shoes for my mountain bike. These are pretty close. So I could highly recommend both of these boots. Comfort style, price-wise, fantastic. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your favorite boots are down in the comments. I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned. More videos to come.